Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. We got a few more passengers, so you're not a passenger. You're a passenger. To talk to.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Now, doesn't mean we can just stare at you weirdly and, like, make note of all your suspicious features, like your Australian hat and your, expensive clothes and your stupid heavy gold ring and your fancy shoes that are crocodile skinned. And we're gonna talk to you anyway.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
The fact they say you have nothing to hide means you have something to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Ah, there's a lot to talk about now.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Alright, so what direction are you going in?
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
Something tells me we want to, fact check what he says with the archives that we've been hauling around, for a week or something.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
Very interesting. And let's talk to the station manager, dude. Before we do our deductions, I want to see what you have to say. Easier said than done.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Which is the first of which I'm gonna stare at you, and Make down notes about you. I guess that's not interesting. This is... Successfully... What? Oh, Station Master. Okay. I can't tell because of the way they, like, overlaid the text. Now we talk.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Next.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to the management on the matter.
This guy loves his
What was it?
regulations.
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
I didn't actually know we had... Oh, I didn't know this was coming. How about the fact that you're like a brand new station master?
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Alright, there's that. And we're gonna be delaying that a little bit more because there's a gap in the floor right there. And this!
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Don't say. Cool. Now it's time to deduce. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So, there's that. Let's finish doing this side, and I will begin, like, putting together the actual deduction. Just kidding. It's time to do the deduction right off the bat. So this one is this one. The peeps were left behind. Alright. Cool. So, let's make sure we can not, like, investigate other stuff before we go on to the other rooms. It looks like we're indeed good. So, let's listen to the heater come on really loudly. Although we might not be able to hear it. Let's see what else we can see. There's a room over here. Not important. Actually, I bet you if I try and walk any further this way, it's gonna bump me. No, actually lets me walk all the way here. I was expecting to get all like, you know, the game saying, you can't go this way. It is off limits. Well, I think we're done here. So we're gonna head to Chesterfield. Is that tutorial message gonna go away? No, it's not. There it goes. Took its sweet old time, eh? I laughed so hard. management. Ugh! I'll probably get to it, like, during a lull of the day. Like, waiting on the stuff to render. I'm really looking forward to actually diving into that book, so hopefully it's not a disappointment. Alright, so here we are at the station. And let's see what we see.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
Hello? Oh, isn't that lovely? Wait, what was that? Oh, it's just a guy.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
Huh? What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you.
Yeah.
We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
But before we do any of that, there's been a lot of character portraits to start this case off. Yeah, we got some more things to do. Rudolph, or this guy is a red-nosed station master. La-di-da-di-da-di-doo. There's more here? Okay. And if you ever saw him, you would even say he's drunk. Let's talk about train
Were there any
passengers
passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
How about your binge drinking, eh?
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
I'd love to go really
Holmes,
harsh.
This man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Alright, so let's take a look in here at the stuff and the things and the decisions. Hey, click, please. So we're gonna go a few past Chesterfield. I guess we don't have anything else we can do. Didn't think so. So, what to do, eh? Well, we need to snoop, that's what we need to do. Let's see, that looks like the way to the railroad, good. And let's investigate every nook and
There's
cranny.
no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
Very well. Alright, let's begin. Looks like it's still gonna be fairly easy from here on out. Don't get used to it, though. And there we go. What do we have in here? We have a talent section. This.
Bags were recently dragged here.
Aha!
Wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
Truly is.
Railway post bags.
Oh, we have this too. Hey! My sensitivity
These
on the mouse might
tools
be
were
off.
used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
Yeah, we should. They were doing some digging, like treasure hunting. That's the main way. Although we probably need to get to the archives eventually. But I would like to finish here first. Ah, what have we here but stuffs and things, and this.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
Why are we thinking about this?
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
What he means is we need to... Actually, there's probably no illustrations of the train for that. That's what I thought. That's gonna do a fake train experiment. So let's go ahead and do that now. You're not gonna say anything, but we're gonna do something.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Okay, fine. So we need to just assemble this.
I should use...
Right there. Right there. Oh yeah, this is one thing that will confuse you. You can rotate this to see the other side. I got stuck here for a hot minute because I didn't know you could do that. Then we have this, which will go with the brakes joint. What is left? Probably on this side. Yeah, the wooden base, which is this. Here we go. Perfect. And it's thinking again.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Cool. Wait, I don't think we're quite ready to imagination yet, because we need a few more parts from this junk room. Like this. I'll take that. And I'll take this. And I'm pretty sure that's not it. We need the pole. And we need that. And I'm still not convinced that's it. Well, that looks like everything we can grab in here, so I'm gonna try and hope that's it. Let's finish assembling this.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached.
And?
The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
Which we got.
A fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher.
Okay.
The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Blow. And now we just need to probably turn on the light. Right there.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Yeah. Alright. Let's deduce. And then... So the fake train was part of this. There we go. There's no way this is... Yep. Nothing of interest here. So. And Watson just vanished. You know, I guess he was already walking to get to the archives. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and look in the archives, and we'll find some information. So, old map.
Now we have 2 maps. We must combine them properly.
I remember this section. Alright. It's not that hard. What is hard is the way this thing is drug. Let me tell you. It's annoying. So, let's see here. Oh, wait.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Cool. So, let's go ahead and go to the first location mentioned. This railway switch right here. Hey, Watson. Enjoying just sitting here? Oh, we're done! Yay! Alright, so this is the switch. This is literally it for coming here.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
That's what we need to know. I think that's all we need to know, actually. I'm of the opinion that we can leave now, because if I try and go too far that way, it's going to bump me back. Let's look at the sign. Just to be sure. Yep. And then there shouldn't be anything else of interest around here. So... well, there's a road that way, but I have a feeling as soon as I try and take this road, it's going to bump me.
This road should go in the same direction as the railway.
Okay. And... yeah, that railway switch goes on kind of down to that. Isn't there one more? We'll just go to this station for now. And then the side path we'll worry about another time. Because I think we're still missing a location on the map, or maybe it's just like a branch off of another. It's probably a branch off of each. Oh, and we're loading. We're loading some more. And we're loading here. Alright. So here's this place. Let's head inside. Oh, I'm accidentally locked on running, I think. That's fine.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
Very interesting observations. Alright, nothing here or here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh, I know what's coming up. This.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Okay. Alright, this one I remember being a little bit better than the last one. Hang on. Maybe not. I know what the point of those mint leaves will be. Here we go. This is looking better. Ish. Oh, not really much better. Although... Hey, that was close enough!
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma. A hint of... peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Cool. So, there's talent time. It's talent time. Why are we in talent time? Because of this!
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Perfect. I'll read this.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
Is there anything else to look
A
in
greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveler or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Alrighty. We got
This
these.
ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Alrighty. Now that we've done that, let's see what's in here. Let's look in here.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Indeed. And there's gotta be something else here. This! Oh boy, it's betting tickets.
Betting slips for horse racing.
What's on the back?
The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
Alrighty then. And let me see the little circle of saving. I love the circle of saving. Because whenever I'm close to out of time and I see that, I know it is the perfect opportunity to end the episode. So next time on Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, we'll continue to investigate this new station and probably get to the extra little side split railroad that's somewhere that I don't remember. See you guys then.